First off, I want to say that I'm an independent party voter. I voted for Barack Obama in the last election, and I don't believe in parties. I think I'm allowed to be pro-choice and capital punishment if I want, and according to that, I am nothing. I wanted to speak about Obamacare as one of my topics because I talk a lot with my friends and my coworkers, and they discuss things that they're either half truths from commercials or they just hear things or read things in the newspaper that are just not true. One of the things I want to talk about Obamacare is that people say Mitt Romney has no ideas. It's kind of funny considering that Obama took the blueprint from Mitt Romney's socialized medicine, which he started in Massachusetts. The one thing I don't like about Obamacare is it actually has 12 middle class tax increases. You don't have to believe me, but you can go on any government website and look up the Affordable Care Act and read it for yourself. One of them is when you sell your house, a 4% tax from the profit on your house goes to Obamacare. I struggled to buy my place, and I don't want to give anybody anything else. I already pay my taxes, and it's unfair to the common worker. I live check to check. I need every ounce of money that I have. Small businesses will get affected by Obamacare. If you own a small business of, say, I don't know, 20, 30 people, and now you have to give these people medical health insurance, you probably didn't budget that into your system, and with today's economy, you can't afford it. So these middle class people who own small businesses are going to do one of two things. One, if you have 20 people and you have to give all 20 people health care, you're going to fire 4 or 5 people to make up in the budget for where the money is. And that will cause those 4 or 5 people to either look for another job or be on unemployment for a long time because the economy is really not that good. Or what they're expecting on January 1st of 2013 is over 20 million people are going to go from full-time to part-time work. I don't think that this economy could afford that, and I couldn't imagine someone like myself going from full-time to part-time work when I'm barely making it now. I believe that in healthcare medicine, providing socialized medicine, but I think the state should handle it kind of like Massachusetts did, or something like Canada. I know the Republicans will kill me for saying this, but Canada has a socialized system that really works. They say it doesn't, you have to wait for operations and all, but for the average everyday individual, it works perfectly fine. I would like to see the state take over the Obamacare or the socialized medicine. They usually use it a lot more effectively than the federal government. And what they should do is maybe set up hospitals where it's like a city job. I know the pensions, they'll have to pay in the pensions to doctors and nurses, and they won't get these astronomical paychecks like they do now by being in private medicine. But I think it'll work out. That way you just walk in, you don't need a card or anything, you don't need to be a part or anything, you don't need to sign up, you just walk in and you get free treatment from these hospitals. Obama did eventually decide by request from a bunch of governors that he would give a waiver to each state from Obamacare if they can come up with their own system of universal health care. My last thing I'd like to say is that we all know that the way to lower costs for health care is really not universal medicine or anything like that. It's tort reform. We need the laws changed. The doctors pay unbelievable amounts of money for their malpractice insurance, and people sue for millions and millions of dollars for sometimes something very, very simple, like he prescribed either penicillin instead of amoxicillin. I just think that's ridiculous. And that's it. I'd like you to respond in any way possible. I'd like to learn if you guys have anything to say back to me. And I'm going to try to get on to do this independent blog once a week about just current events in general. Thank you for your time, and I hope you appreciate this message.